Arya from the Esports Club here with some pretty awesome news. Now, as you probably know, we've been running the WD Black TEC League for Rainbow Six Siege powered by LG Ultragear for the past few months. As we come into August with our final season of the league, we wanted to celebrate with you guys who have made this an amazing experience and an extremely successful esports event. We've teamed up with some of our favorite partners to give away an entire Esports PC for one lucky viewer. Yes, one of you is going to take home a complete PC featuring some of these awesome parts. First up, we've got the LG Ultragear 27GL 650F gaming monitor, 27-inch, 144Hz, 1ms with an IPS panel to make sure you're at the top of your esports game without sacrificing picture quality. Then we've got an amazing lineup of accessories coming in from HyperX to make sure that you're always on top of your game. Cloud Stinger Core gaming headset. For the keyboard, you've got the awesome HyperX Alloy FPS RGB mechanical keyboard. Then your mouse is the HyperX Pulsefire Surge. It's got a brilliant RGB all around the mouse. For the mousepad, you've got the HyperX Fury S. That is the speed edition of the extended mousepad. And then of course for your memory, you've got the HyperX Fury RGB RAM. You've got 16 gigs at 3400 megahertz. Next up, we've got the WD Blue SN550 NVMe SSD to make sure you're spending as little time loading and booting up and spend more time gaming. And then of course, at the heart of this PC is the Ryzen 5 3600X CPU. Now, as you know it, at the heart of every gaming PC is a great GPU. So we've teamed up with Zotac Gaming to give you a brand new RTX 2060 because frames win games and there should be nothing between you and top of the line performance. Next up, we've teamed up with NZXT, who make some of the best and most premium PC components on the market. Powering your PC is going to be the C850 fully modular power supply, and your cooling solutions are going to be taken care of the Kraken X63 all-in-one liquid cooler. Now, we wanted to make this PC something truly special, and while the NZXT H510 Elite is a great cabinet for anyone, it wasn't enough. We teamed up with NZXT to give the winner of this giveaway a brand new NZXT H510 Siege Edition cabinet. This is a limited edition licensed Rainbow Six Siege themed cabinet from NZXT. There are only 500 of these in the world and just a handful coming to India. The side panels of this cabinet are themed in the wall and door reinforcement designs from Rainbow Six Siege, and there is an illuminated 6 icon on the front panel along with a 6 icon charm and a puck in the signature breach charge design, which is only available with the H510 Siege. And one lucky winner on this giveaway is going to get a full esports PC sitting inside this beautiful cabinet. Now that you know everything that there is in the giveaway, the question is how you can take part. Well, it's fairly simple. First, head on to the link in the description of this video. Once you're at the giveaway landing page, fill out your details and follow the instructions. First, head on over to Facebook, make sure you're following us. 2, make sure you're following the Esports Club on Instagram. And 3, make sure you subscribe to us on YouTube. Simple so far. Now the interesting part. In a 1-minute video on Instagram, tell us why you deserve this epic new PC from the Esports Club and all our partners. Make sure you follow the instructions carefully, use the right hashtags, tag the right accounts, and you can be one step closer to winning this epic setup. Now that's it guys, just a little bit of work and you can be one step closer to getting yourself your dream PC. I'm Captain Arya and this is the Esports Club, and we hope to see you in our next tournament.
The moment of creation is a form of magic, where an off becomes an on, a 0 becomes a 1, then another, and another, until, deep in the complexity, you discover order, speed, reliability, power. Experience the WD Black NVMe SSD. by darkness. Level up to NVMe SSD performance.
Numerous forces aimed at the Earth. Let the glorious battle begin. Geared up for victory. LG Ultragear Gaming Monitor.
Ready to breach.
Go, go, go! Follow my lead! Flashback!
Alrighty then, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the W Back the Esports Club League for Rainbow Six Siege, powered by LG Ultragear in association with Fibernet, Zotac Gaming, and Games The Shop. I'm your host, Blackjack. Joining me is my co-host, Anas Babagusta, and our admin, Foxy, as we are here for Union Gaming's final match in Division 2, and, of course, the remainder of Day 5 of Division 1 in Season 5 as well. Not just in Season 5, but the entirety of the league. The penultimate day for Division 1 and the final match for Union Gaming. It is a little bit of a sad, shall we say, a little bit of a bittersweet occasion, not outright sad, of course, because we still get to see Union Gaming, and we will be following them even after this match ends. But before we get into the game itself, a quick reminder to all of our viewers to check out the socials of the Esports Club on Facebook and Instagram, and the link down in the description below for the giveaway of a limited edition Rainbow Six Siege PC, featuring a Siege-themed PC cabinet from NZXT. There's only 500 of these across the world, so if you want to have a chance of winning one of these for yourselves, check out the Esports Club on Instagram and Facebook, and the link down in the description below for details on how to enter yourselves into this giveaway. All of that aside, giveaway plug-in aside, ladies and gentlemen, tonight is the night we say goodbye to Union Gaming in the league. That is, of course, the WD Black the Esports Club League for Rainbow Six Siege. They'll be taking on Virtual 5 Esports in a match in Villa. And before we get into the game, of course, we actually managed to catch up to Ghost Freak from V5 and had a little bit of a quick chat with him. So, Foxy, roll the interview.
Alright, what is up everybody? Welcome back to the WD Black, the Esports Club Rainbow Six Siege League powered by LG Ultragear Association with Fibernet, Zotac Gaming and Games The Shop. Almost ran out of my breath there, but here's Ghosty with us today on a very nice morning. In fact, a very early morning interview for his matches today and tomorrow. That is the finale of Division 1 for Season 5 in the WD Black, the Esports Club Rainbow Six Siege League. Ghosty, first things first, how are you feeling this morning?
It's a lazy morning as usual. Just woke up like before 1 hour, going through my tea hunts and all. We have up today.
Definitely. Virtual 5 Esports has been on top of the game, and in fact, we would have expected better the way Virtual 5 Esports happened to top on the second spot in Season 4. That is huge. And so, that being said, how does it feel, taking the competitive experience as a player, as Ghost Freak yourself, over the duration? We know as the community, and I myself happen to follow up on you very closely, you had the shift into the league from Reckoning Esports into Virtual 5 following the disband of the team Setso. But before that, it took you a while to get into the league. What was it? Were you like waiting for the right time, right moment for you to make the entrance, or was it just you're not able to find the right mix of players you wanted to play with?
It was for me. I had some personal issues for which I joined in late in this league.
All right.
Then the players was an issue. Like my team was figuring it out. Once I was in my zone, like I got my team.
All right.
Started with Reckoning, joined in with them, played 2 seasons with them. They're pretty good, but due to some internal personal issues, we had to disband the team, and I joined.
All right.
As for my side, in a pro league scene, I have been in there for a while. It has been 4 years for a journey for me, attending several LANs and playing several online tournaments and being pretty successful in that, except losing finals to in LANs. That has been a regular journey for us. Yeah, that's all from my side. Yeah.
Well, maybe we'll get to see more of Virtual 5 Esports. So, as a player of V5, how has been the experience for you with the new team? And more importantly, it comes down to you being one beast of a player, happening to top the MVP leaderboards time and time again. How does it feel being so on top of your performance? Just your prime time, where you just happen to be on every single list wherever we happen to mention good players around the league.
So first of all, starting with my new team, this team has been very supportive to me. The players, the management, the price, and my co-players Nostalgia, Dopo, Flickshot. They have given me the full freedom to play my own game, for which I have been able to frag out most of the games, and I've been on the list. But I'll totally give it to my team who supports me at every step. Even if I go too bad in scrims or whatever, they are giving me that. You do whatever you want, you do your play. They're not stopping me at all on that. So all goes to them. And as far I know, they trust me and I trust my team.
All right, that's really good. Some great stuff from you, Ghost Freak. Honestly, there's nothing else like having trust between your teammates. So that was some lovely insights we got from you today, Ghost Freak, and I'm wishing you all the best for your matches today and tomorrow. This is indeed the finale, so I'm assuming you guys are going all out, guns blazing in matches today and tomorrow. That being said, that'll be it from Ghost Freak and me, Foxtrot, and we'll be joining you guys in the games. Once again, Ghost Freak, thank you very much for joining us.
Alrighty, that was the interview with Ghost Freak from Virtual 5 Esports. Foxy managed to catch up to him and got a little bit of inside information. I mean, that sounds a little too secret. It was just a little bit of behind the scenes talk about the journey this man, the rest of V5, and of course, all of our teams here in Division 1 have taken over the course of the years to get to where they are today. And now South APAC is not about to disappoint, ladies and gentlemen. Right now, it is Union Gaming versus Virtual 5 Esports, and more on that from our analyst, Baba Gusta. Baba, take it away.
Well, it is interesting indeed. Virtual 5 Esports, according to their standings wise, they are currently 2-2 in fourth place. They did, however, win against Demus Force and Monka S quite unexpectedly. Ghost Freak with the 12 kills. That is definitely an interesting. Moment to see there. Even though Virtual 5 Esports had a lot of problems to deal with, they did, however, made that proper recovery. But same thing can be also said on the side of Union Gaming. They also had a rough start indeed, losing against Monka S and Mercenaries in week 1 and week 2. But in this week, they came prepared, asserting dominance towards Demus Force as they win 7-1 against them on map Oregon. Demus Force has absolutely zero idea on what they did not expect to see what was happening on the side of Union Gaming, and this time we'll be able to see Union Gaming yet again going up against Virtual 5 Esports, and definitely is going to be interesting to watch. Coming back to the community votes, we're going to be seeing Union Gaming having a total of 63% favoring on their side, and on the side of Virtual 5 Esports, it is 37%. The fans are still favoring on the side of Union Gaming, but there are some great fan favorites on the side of Virtual 5 Esports who actually think that Union Gaming might be able to defeat them. Well, we'll actually get to see it. The map is going to be on Villa, and the bans are quite interesting indeed, eliminating Thatcher Hibana on the side of attack, and on the side of defense there's a higher possibility where we might be able to see a Mira ban. And then finally, we're going to be seeing a Clash ban coming in. There you go. The final ban comes in, and it is going to be Vamai, quite interestingly, which that means on the side of defense, we're going to be seeing a maximum amount of Mira or Echo being played, quite interestingly. But, the interesting part about it is that for the past 3 to 4 matches that I've been seeing on, Mira hasn't been played on any maps indeed, even though she's not banned.
Well, that just comes down to, I guess, a couple of things. The Mira, we've seen her be banned so much. A 64% ban rate as of the mid-season patch of Year 5 Season 2, of course, the balancing patch, that is. It's pretty high. So teams have had to adapt to playing without the Mira, and that's why we see Mira, even when she's not banned, sometimes she's just not included in the team's operator roster. But right now, Union Gaming will, in fact, be making use of the Mira. We can see Poseidon with that pick and Jittery with the 6-pick out into the cap can. Looks like there's going to be a little bit more of a site-heavy hold rather than an extended roam hold. At least that's what it looks like. The cap can Mira setup going to be in play. Speaking of these players, let's have a quick look at both of the teams that are in play today. The roster, that is. From the side of V5, we've got Nanny, Ghost Freak, Nostalgia, Flickshotter, and Unknown Gamer. And of course, from the side of Union Gaming, we've got Sparko, Jittery, EX7, Dagger, and Poseidon. Round 1 is underway, and right off the bat, we're heading to first floor kitchen and dining, not any of the standard second floor sites. Ladies and gentlemen, this game is going to be huge. It's going to be fantastic, and it sure will be dramatic, because Union Gaming, I had a chance to catch up with them yesterday, and it was a pretty chill session. I managed to talk to the guys there, and they revealed that they have in fact been going at it, practicing, scrimming, doing everything they can to get themselves back in shape, because Season 5 was a little bit of a rough start. V5, however, they've had a very, very good start to season, but EX7, trying to go for that spawn peak, will not actually get that kill. He's just going to fall back, playing the Valkyrie once again with the MPX and those black eye cameras that we see him play so often that he is so dangerous with. Already you can see, well, maybe I was wrong to call the hold that we might see a site heavy hold. In fact, it's anything but a site heavy hold. Most of the operators from the side of Union Gaming aren't even in sight. It's the Mira playing close by. Most of them are playing second floor of the hallway, and Jittery is going to find the first one. Nanny goes down, trying to break down that barricade on the bedroom window. Is going to be found early. That's a little unfortunate for the side of V5, losing to Zofia before her utility could be put into use to deny defender utility. Okay. Oh, I guess Dagger really does not like that statue. Takes off its head nice and clean. Hopefully he can take some V5 heads nice and cleanly as well. Maybe even with the revolver. It's just wishful thinking. But EX7, he's going to be face-to-face with the IQ, and he's going to lose that gunfight. Unfortunately, Ghost Freak is going to take that kill. The man from the interview right here, starting things off for the side of V5. And that's the 4 versus 4 coming in, ladies and gentlemen. The man count has been equalized. Dagger holding inside of living room with a line of sight going in towards site. But the drone works, and of course the push, it looks like it's going to be concentrated on the second floor for the time being. Capcan and Castle have made their way back into sight, so has the Mira. Poseidon falling back in with a pre-placed C4, waiting on some intel to come in from probably EX7's cameras. And either that or he's just trying to retrieve it. You gotta be careful. No, he'll be able to retrieve it nice and easily. No problems, and he'll be able to save that explosive utility for himself going into the remaining minute of this round. 55 seconds and less. As Jittery's trying to find somebody outside of the bike window, not gonna be able to. And the Mira, Poseidon, with a mirror facing into sight as well, has to be careful behind him on that memorial bike window. There's the buck from the second floor. He was gonna find one. That's Poseidon out of the board. Flickshotter with the beautiful use of the skeleton key comes in and finds one more defender as Union Gaming are put at the disadvantage. And now it's a 4 versus 3, but 30 seconds on hand. They need to get into sight and they need to make it quick. Otherwise, Union Gaming will be able to set up those cross angles that will end up being Virtual 5's demise. Unknown Gamer, in fact, is going to be looking to stop that from happening. He's going to find Jittery, take down the Capcan. He's low on HP himself, and now it's down to the Castle and the Kaid. Sparko and Dagger, the last two remaining. There's a vault in. That'll be found by one, but the Castle gets traded off instantly as it's all down to the Kaid. Dagger in a 1 versus 3. Will he find anybody at all? The buck comes in, will be found. That's the first in this 1v3. He's going to rotate around to the hallway. The plant comes up from Nostalgia the last second. Does the IQ know where the Kite's coming from? No, he doesn't. He's going to be taken down, and the plant's still happening. Nostalgia gets off it. He's gotten the plant in, and he will still get the 1v1 onto Dagger. It was a great attempt from the Kaid. Unfortunately, it didn't look like he had enough intel to come in and make it the 1v3 completion. And Virtual 5 will come in strong with round 1 going in their favor on first floor dining already. The first round probably very indicative of what we're going to have going forward in this match. A tight, close game as it is 1-0 to Virtual 5.
That did happen come down close. Excuse me there. What's up?
So nothing much.
So we have ourselves a really nice match happening here. In fact, if the Kaid happened to go for the denial through the same wall he happened to rotate back from, the way where he happened to pick up the kill on Buck, we could have seen a possible different outcome to it. But yes, Baba, how do you think the round could have gone down, keeping in mind the fact that we did see the push-up from the Kaid? I'd love to know that. I think that is exactly what you're trying to say. And my apologies, I happened to cut you off, please.
No, it's all right, Foxy. I actually do wanted to understand that, it's basically it's a really great pace coming in from both the teams, especially Nostalgia. Even though the plant was going in, it actually did work out quite well on their favor. A lot of players, we actually did see the early frag coming in as Jittery gets that lucky kill from the master bedroom window as well. So yeah.
All right, yes, that was in fact, and that beginning frag for Jittery was definitely something that put Union Gaming up in the momentum. But for now, it's going to be Virtual 5 Esports getting the first round on board. We did see Demons Force get the first round on board against the match before this as well. But sadly, the match did not end in the favor of Demons Force. You won that 7-1. That's the only round Demons Force happened to win against them. But yeah, going ahead, we'll be getting to see a whole lot from both these teams. Let's see who happens to be on top between them. We got Unknown Gamer. He's running the Nomad. He's just shuttle. The rotates and whatnot come into play from his side, as quick rotations are being made from the side of the entirety of the defense. We do hear the super shotty going in distance. Not sure who that is. That's Castle, obviously. That's the only person who has a super shotty. But yeah, Jittery trying to move back and forth. He's got to very, very comfortably have himself some backup. But here's the Nomad. Could find the Capcan at an off angle, most possibly. Let's see if he'll be able to do that or not going ahead into this match. The push will be coming in from Ghost Freak any moment on the IQ. That is on the side of landing. Unknown Gamer still holding down on the side of the Fox window, the trophy window. They're trying to get this wrong clear done without having to have any collateral damage in the process. Very meticulous about this. Very slow. Very legit. Dagger once again starting off things is going to find Nanny. I'm not sure where that kill came out of. That was in fact in the off angle and the vertical angle being played by the attackers indeed. And a good use of the Capcan traps. The EDDs are doing so much more damage. and that'll be Flickshotter taking some onto himself. Let's see going ahead what we've got. Our force is 5 established, is definitely in the favor of Union Gaming. But going ahead in this match is definitely going to change some pace for both these teams. 1 minute left. They've got more than enough map control. Also with the room clear done from the side of the attackers. They could still win this. Getting the breaches done on the main side is something that is still left for them to be converting on. There you go. Dagger once again. The second frag comes out from him. The Kaid. A double kill for the man. Ghost Freak is going to take the fall. He's expecting one more, but he won't be able to find a third for himself. Still 2 kills is what he's going to be staying at, and then the EDDs who are doing so much more damage to the side of the attackers. We'll be seeing the Thermite use the exothermic charge for the breach on the castle instead of the wall, because the wall will be electrified. A C4 most possibly. That was an EDD once again. Flickshot is going to take the fall of it. Nostalgia and Unknown Gamer 2 versus 5, which looks highly unlikely that they'll be able to make it out of. Got so much to fight against in one single doorway, separating that fight. The push-up will be coming in any moment now, and there you go already. The drones are coming in. Now that'll be the flashes coming in as well. Unknown Gamer trying to stay strong. He'll be the first one to go in this, go through this doorway, in fact. Along with Nostalgia, he's going to take the fall from the bullet hole that Castle was employing. Tries to come with some wall bangs, but no, that'll be Poseidon's frag. The second one, in fact. Quite the play from Union Game. They came out with a double kill from Dagger. Definitely put them up in terms of how the round was going down. Virtual 5 Esports on attack. They just got picked off a little too early. Isolated, picking 1v1s, not able to win them, and that was Dagger. There was Jittery as well, providing all the while so much cover for the side of defense. Taking for so much more distraction. In fact, getting that element, doing so much damage as Capcan, not allowing V5 to stay alive. That being said, Trophy Room and Statutory is going to be decided from Union Gaming, and will be going at 1-3 with the score equalized on a 1-1.
Early game equalizers in, although usually that's not indicative of a whole lot, is what I would normally say. But with this particular match at hand, ladies and gentlemen, a 1-on-1 scoreline, that is, round count, means we're in for a good match ahead. We had the 6-pick coming out of the Buck into the Jackal from the side of the attackers. V5 there we go, we've loaded in. Took a little longer than usual. Flickshotter with the Jackal 6-pick as we saw, but the site, of course, has had to change, seeing as Dining was won, and we're headed into Trophy and Statutory from the side of Union Gaming. And what a round coming out from them in the last one. A flawless round against an attack that just in the previous round looked like it would take, Union Gaming for a spin. It did. It did initially, but V5, they were red and they were taken out in round 3. Dagger's having a little bit of fun with those Electro Claw placements. That's actually a pretty good placement too. Protects them for the most part from an IQ from below. But then again, that top bit of the wall that can't be reinforced, that is soft and that is shoot-throughable. That is shootable. That is, of course, somewhere the IQ. That is Ghost Freak. Might be able to use the RD scanner to effect. So it should be an interesting utility trade-off between the Kaid and the Dagger that we'll get to see. Kaid and the IQ that we'll get to see. I'm messing up my words a little bit, but hopefully I can fix that by the end of the round. Right now, action phase is in play as we've got drones coming in. The standard stuff from Virtual 5. They want to make sure that they don't make those mistakes from the previous round. Intel is king. And those drones, not only do they need to find where the defenders are, but they need to be saved, at least some of them. But there's already a push coming in towards the walk-in closet. That's the Nomad very quickly in right next to EX7 as well. He could go for a potential wallbang spray, but he won't be, because that, of course, leaves him open for a return fire. Unknown Gamer is going to be droning himself in, but there's the mute jammers that are going to make him a little apprehensive of the drone push. Not quite, though. Excuse me right there. EX7's pulled back into Astronomy. The mute goes back into sight as well, as we've got a minute 50 remaining in round 3. Kaid trying to take those gunfights face first. He's going to be shooting a little bit, not going to do any damage. He's going to pull back instead. The AUG A3 on the man. It's not the best gun in the world, but it is definitely a pretty powerful gun in light of the recent buffs that it has had. As Ghost Freak He's going to be down below. The IQ is going to be looking to trade off on Intel, but he's got to play vertical against a defender. Will he see the Goyo? Yes, he will. Sparker will go down, unaware that his shoulder was peeking out of that exact little line of sight that he had made. And that's a big drop right there. The Goyo goes down early. That's a C4 and a vector of the board, but there's still Capcan playing below that we got to see for just a second. Jittery, he's down there waiting in the wings for some calls from his teammates, either to fall back to site or to throw a C4 in. Shots are fired towards the Vulcan shield, but those are only bullets, of course. The deployable shield will not be taken out, but Jittery will make sure that Nanny gets taken out. Another big drop comes in. That is the Zofia gone again, as Unknown Gamer survives the little encounter that he had with that deployable shield. Drone comes out, but it's jammed by a mute jammer, so he's gonna have to peek it instead. As there we go, Ghost Freak finds one. That's Jittery. The refrag is in, and the IQ's gotten a double for himself as well, and that's a big one. Capcan goes down. That's the second C4. There's still a couple more though. Dagger and Poseidon have their own, and of course there's EX7 with a very powerful carbine. 20 seconds remaining. Hard Breach is coming out. That's from Nostalgia, and there's a push into Master Bathroom, but there's a Nomad air jab that's gonna throw Dagger out, but Poseidon finds one onto Unknown Gamer. EX7, Dagger, Poseidon. They need to hold on this defense. Push is coming into Astronomy and through the main bathroom as a Ghost Freak is going to find one. Poseidon's on the board. There's a push coming in. Ghost Freak finds another one onto the Coyotes on for the ace. Will he find the Jaeger in time? Pistols out. He tries to get it. He won't be able to. The Jaeger somehow dodges so many shots, but Flick Shutter will be the one to take down EX7 before he can do any more damage. It was a wild attempt from EX7 to try and get the planter, but unfortunately for him, the plant went off and the kill was confirmed. Virtual 5 coming in with a beautifully coordinated attack with those early required kills on the Goyo and the Capcan will be winning round 3. And now going into round 4, they're 2-1 in the lead.
Oh boy, Ghost Freak, so close to the ace. We were talking about this before the interview started as well. The man has been on the MVP, if not almost every single time that he's played, and Ghost Freak just absolutely amazing gunplay on the man. We did get to see in the last round as well. The Ace could have gotten the kill on the Jaeger as well. The EX7 was a little elusive. It was, I don't know, he was very quick with his movement for some reason. Quicker than the Jaeger usually happens to be. But yeah, then again, it was a good attempt. Ghost Freak was very find that last frag, but just could not. Denied Ace will be there, but that will be another round that Virtual 5 Esports was able to put on board, and that means Union Gaming has found themselves in a little bit of a spot here. They definitely need to be thinking this through, because Mercenaries as well, Mercenaries, Monkers and Union Gaming, the ones that happen to be contesting for the top 3 in the leaderboard right now, and Season 5 finally has a chance opened up for anybody else except for Union Gaming to be on the top this time around, and not just UG. They happen to be on the bottom, that is on the 3rd spot. And that just adds so much more stakes to this match. We'll be seeing the Echo being employed from Poseidon this time around. No Mira being played. And we still see the Vector utility Vector being used from Sparko though. Bring out the Goyo on a map like Villa, I wouldn't really be surprised. But the emphasis on the Capcan is a little too much from the side of Union Gaming. Getting Jittery to do place all those EDDs down below. But this time around, looks like the attack just wants to go for a horizontal take from the side of Study Room. Study Room push will be in the Jaeger, placing out ADSs and whatnot. That is going to be EX7. He's making sure that all of this is well taken care of. Enough utility being expelled to make sure that the push from the side of the Study Room is stalled for as long as they can do it. Jittery trying to get aggressive here. He's got to be careful about this. Just going to throw in more. Just going to try to bait it out with this hand shown. Somebody might shoot. He might know the position. He knows the position now more than enough. He's just got to make sure he survives this well and good. The 90 hold will be given away as well, and that has been taken away with the attackers. In fact, Bishop will be from EX7, but he's got to be careful about this. He's got to find the Capita. He's got to win that fight. Flick shot. It gets flick shot, and that will be a frag for you. Giving enough leaves out as we'll see Ghost Freak taking the fallen C4 as well. Sparko trying to find the Zofia, but Nanny knows that the angle is being employed by him from downstairs. That's why he's just going to turn around and pick another fight and re-engage on to the side of landing. Re-engagement will be into play. That'll be from the Thermite Nostalgia picking a fight with Jittery, but now it'll be Dagger who's going to go aggressive about this. The AUG in hand, he definitely wants to find a frag or so, but Sparko has gone all the way to the side of the library for the long rotate. thing that the man has got to worry about. EX7 does get spotted by the drone. I don't think he knows that. Maybe he's AFK. I'm not sure what's going on because the man did get spotted just a second ago. The push-ups in from the Nomad. Now he will get taken off. No, he goes wide about this. An unknown gamer, though, he still be with that fight. And a very obvious note with EX7 so low on HP. And more than that, the information trade-off happening from the side of the attack as well. A good kill, but is that enough? Of a team flash comes in from the side of the attackers, and that's huge. Hugely big mistake because you come down to round 4, happening to find yourselves in a 3 versus 4 against Union Gaming. You want to cement your statement, in fact, in the match a little bit more. Take it a 3-1. Still, a 2-1 is what we're witnessing. Push-up will be in from unknown gamer. He does not know where the attackers are. He's going to be taking care of the utility first and foremost. The push will be in from him because he's also the planter, mind you. Unknown gamers, all eyes on him right now, but the push along with him will be happening from Nani. Nani already going for the push. That's Sophia. He's got the push up. Nomad, the C4 comes in, but he'll be allowed to plant. Maybe he's for now. He's sticking it. Jitri to get the first kill on the Nostalgia. He has the double up and he has the triple for Jitri. What has just happened? The man just obliterated the side of Virtual 5 Esports. Look at that. First frag comes in, the planter goes down, the pistol is out, and that's the final frag on the Zofia as well. As Jitri from Union Gaming will be getting the 1 vs 2 essentially. 1 vs 3 essentially. Not a clutch, but a triple K for himself, and really good one. Jitri will be walking away with that triple kill for himself, and more than that, putting the round on board for Union Gaming. That was the equalizer that they needed so direly, so badly. 2-2 is going to be the scoreline, and it's just like as Baba Gusta had to say, just like Blackjack happened to say, that this match will get more exciting, all the while more fun, and so much is at stake right now for both these teams. Let's see what they have in store for us. Round 5 is indeed underway, and the side is going to be Diamond Kitchen.
A reminder for all of our viewers that it's not just this match that's about to be exciting. This is also the last time we're seeing Union Gaming live in the league, ladies and gentlemen. And this is going to be their ending performance. Sure, we do have day 6 of Division 1 to go, but Union Gaming have chosen to take all of their games today. And that's why we're seeing them here on our screens right now. And that's why this match is all the more important for this fantastic team that we have on display for ourselves. Dagger having a little bit of issue, a little bit of trouble with that electroclaw of his that he tried to put on the hanging lantern in living room, but hopefully he can just put that back on. He's not going to do that right now. He's just going to save that. Probably going to put that in somewhere else as EX7's back on the Valkyrie yet again. Jittery with the cap can, though. Last round, you could just see for a moment he hesitated when his main gun ran out of ammo, but the recovery with the pistol finishing off the Zofia, that is what you love to see from Jittery and from Union Gaming in general. They're fantastic. They have been fantastic. 4-time season champions, and they are here in Season 5 to end off with a statement. Sure, their beginning may have been a little rough this season, but that doesn't mean they can't make it back to the top of the leaderboard. RD scanners out from the IQ, trying to get those pieces of utility on the second floor as Virtual 5. We saw this before from them on rounds 1 and 2. They'll be taking that second floor control first and foremost, making sure they don't get C4'd, making sure they don't get picked off early by any roamers, specifically right now the cap can, of course. As yeah, once again, there's almost nobody in sight. Just 2 Valkyries playing by Memorial. There's the Kaid in living room. And then, of course, the Capcan above taking up the role of the roamer. No Jaeger, curiously enough, from the side of Union Gaming as Kappa throws out one of his impact grenades, falls back to sight nice and quickly. And he's just going to stay in cover. But there's the C4 from EX7. And that finds Ghost Freak. The IQ is off, ironically enough, from an underneath C4 via a Valkyrie camera. That's a little unfortunate for Ghost Freak. The man from the interview, he'll be looking to not make that mistake. But there's a 90p coming in. Oh, he's going to lose that. Unfortunate for EX7, but Unknown Gamer is just outgunned him in that situation. The ACOG versus the Hollow. There's a little bit more of zoom. And that's Unknown Gamer with that kill, of course. 4 versus 4, man count is equalized, minute 15 remaining on the clock. Nomad's air jabs are going to make sure that the flank does not come in, at least not as effectively as it otherwise would have from Union Gaming. Mirror windows are being popped, but Jittery's going to find one. That's Nanny of the board. That is once again the Zofia down. And another big drop. And oh dear me, the skeleton key was not the advisable weapon of choice right there. Jittery will take full advantage of the bug being a little distracted with clearing out the wood panel that he was on top of Memorial. He's going to take that kill, leaving the side of Virtual 5 in a 2v4. Down to Nostalgia and Unknown Gamer. And Nostalgia, he's going to be forced to use his exothermic charge on the castle panel because, of course, oh, it got impact tricked. Well, that's just unfortunate. Either it was impact tricked or it was shot. Not entirely certain what happened right there. Nostalgia, he's going to put another one down, his second one, and there go the flashbangs to make sure nobody is allowed to impact trick from inside of the laundry wall. The other side of the laundry wall, that is. Pre-fires it extensively to make sure that nobody's about to push up, but Unknown Gamer is going to find one. Dagger goes down. So does Jittery. A triple kill for Unknown Gamer. He's up for the ace. There's the Thermite pushing in. He's going to get taken out. V5 dropped the diffuser. What a headshot from the Nomad. He's trying to find the last one standing, but he has to get the diffuser and try to plant, and he will be forced to as the timer will run out, and that will be Sparko waltzing back into side, sees the Nomad, takes the kill. And that is Union Gaming holding on despite all odds on round 5. It looked great for them for most of the round. 2v4 for V5, brought down to the 2v2, then the 1v1. Unfortunately, the constraints of time are what forced the plant to go down. And of course, with no time remaining, Sparko can just come in, waltz into sight, take the kill, take the round. Union Gaming are now in the lead, off of that. And round 6 is in play. 3-2 is the scoreline. And we're headed to Aviator and Games Room. Second floor AVG is the side of choice, and looks like this is going to be the first round where we don't actually see a cap can in play. Jittery takes the 6th pick out of the Kappa, the Russian operator into the German. The Jaeger is in play. Utility, more specifically, projectile utility denial from the side of Union Gaming. They didn't have a Jaeger for 1 or 2 of the rounds that we saw them play before, of course. Not that it really seemed to hurt them much. In fact, the cap can, if anything, was a pick that they seemed to take with a lot of efficiency. That brought a lot of efficiency and a lot of gunfight winning potential. I still don't have an acronym for that, by the way. I'm just gonna have to keep calling it gunfight winning potential till the end of my days. But regardless, lots of kills being dropped by the captain, even a 3K finish, a beautiful finish that we got to see from Jittery. This time he's on the Eagle, and we'll be keeping our eyes on him to see what he brings out for us next. EX7 pre-breaking the door, just gonna throw a Valcam out on the veranda. There we go. He might use that for a run out. He might use that for a C4 from below. He's gonna put a Valcam on the main chandelier, the chandelier of the main stairs hallway down below as well. Tons of intel is going to be traded through by EX7, the Valkyrie's cameras, but one of them could have been in a better position. But still, it's going to give him the intel that he needs, and that's really all he needs to work off. As, there we go, mirror windows are going to come down from Poseidon as well. One inside of sight, one all the way towards the side of Statutory, as shots are already being fired, but that's to open up lines of sight. Make sure that no one's getting too smart, too ecstatic. Unknown Gamer, he's a little ecstatic himself right now. Just making sure all of his keys are working as they should. And of course, the Kiwi spam, as we like to call it, comes out from him just temporarily. He's going to go back on the rappel as well. As the push is coming in, drones are coming in from V5. You know, they like to do this. And of course, we like to see it. But Ghost Freak, okay. He goes down early. The Ash is off the board. Poseidon takes that kill. Coming out from the Mira playing vertical against the side of the attackers. Unfortunately, that was the push from Art Studio into first floor piano. That did not work out for Ghost Freak in the slightest. He was unaware of this angle being employed, and EX7 is going to find one more onto Flickshotter. There goes the sledge, and V5 are going to lose another one. That's EX7 onto Nanny, but Unknown Game is going to take down Jittery. The Jaeger goes down. That's a bit of retaliation, but is it enough? 2 versus 4. Suddenly, Nostalgia and Unknown Gamer find themselves in a similar situation to the last round, where they are the last 2 standing for V5 in a clutch situation. Union Gaming are very strongly in the lead right now. All they have to do is not get peeked, not get taken out. The lead is very close to the stairs, and Unknown Gamer will find his head. Dagger, that was not an advisable peek from him, as he will take the fall from the ARX. Still peeking the main stairs, Unknown Gamer. He knows that there's another one, and he will find him as well. Sparko goes down, and again, a triple kill from Unknown Gamer means that the man count has been equalized 2-2. Again, Poseidon and EX7 are what remains for the side of Union Gaming. 40 seconds remain on the clock, and Nostalgia, he's the only operator for the attackers on full HP. Unknown Gamer's taking a bit of damage. He's going to pull up, and Nostalgia is going to take a Goo Mine out of his shin in the meanwhile. Legion's effects are being felt this late in the round. That's how powerful you know he is. As Valcams and drones are going to come out, but Unknown Gamer is going to find EX7 as well. A quad kill from the Nomad has brought the side of Virtual 5 very close to victory in this round, but they've got about 12 seconds remaining. They need to make the side push happen. Shots are fired. That's on the meter. Poseidon, he needs to hide. He needs to make sure he's safe. Will he find the thermite? No, he won't. An ill-advised peek as Nostalgia will take the round and the kill for the side of V5. And oh dear me, the 2 versus 4 to the 2 versus nothing. A clutch, a beautiful one comes out from the side of V5 as we are now on round 7 roll swap. And Virtual 5 are going to be defending while Union Gaming are attacking.
I'm gonna have to say this, an amazing play from Unknown Gaming once again. With that being said, we're with round 7, 3-3 is the scoreline, the score is equalized. Will you taking a look at the scoreboard? Look at that Unknown Gamer on 10 frags for himself. While we don't see Nani exactly having a great day, but on the side of Union Gaming, there's Jittery on 8 frags. We've got EX7 and Spark on 5 for themselves. Dagger following up with 4, and Poseidon with 3. But it's not the kills that count most definitely, but then again, these kills are hugely determine how the matches are going. At the end of the day, it is a shooter, right? It is tactical, but yeah, then again, we will be going ahead on to round 7 with the 3-3 equalized scoreline, and we're looking very good right now with that play from the last round. And the round before that, I really like how Unknown Gamer, both times he happened to get a quad kill, could not confirm a 5k. Ghost Freak as well could not get a 5k. That is the AS obviously, but then again, looks like it's just a quad kill match. I've seen very different turn of events in the last round. At least the way it was allowed to give, was given so much more freedom to make some plays happen. Amazingly well played by Unknown Gamer in the last round. Definitely shut down so many people, and it was just outright well played. That's all I have to say about that. Going ahead into this match, let's see what will be coming up though. Goyo being brought up from Ghost Freak, in fact, as we've got Nanny on the Jaeger. Nostalgia will be bringing out the Echo. Flickshotter will be on the mute, and Unknown Gamer on the smoke. Playing flank watch, able to frag, that's something you don't get to see a whole lot of Nomad mains too. But gladly, V5 has Unknown Gamer on their team. This time around, he's going to be playing smoke as well. Let's see if the frag duty does come out to him. Will that be taken care of by the frag ops, as we like to call them? Nani is here, Ghost Freak is here, everybody is here. But let's see how long this is. This to and fro is going to go down. Trying to get early information out to Sparko is just going to be making sure nobody's playing on the main stairs as he makes his push happen. Union Gaming attempting to get the horizontal push in from the side of Study. IQ spotting so much utility from downstairs, in fact. So let's try to go for the chef's name by IQ. Drone almost, no. Just happens to miss. But she's going to find the Yokai though. No, she's going to find the Echo though, who's on the drone right now. He's going to get off the drone. He did get lit up just a little bit, and Nostalgia knows exactly what is happening. There you go. His drone is going to get taken care of as well. Now he knows that he's got to be careful. Cannot go back on his cameras. Just going to be holding that for the while. Nani, you've got to be careful. There's so much more utility coming in, and yes, it will be cleared. Perfectly well done from Union Gaming. Not having to use more than a few seconds on that. Great utility clearance, saving them so much more time as Chef Nades the Chef's Nade is in from Sparko. Going for this cook. Does not really connect for him, but is definitely going to scare off the defense. They definitely, as we'll be seeing him go for another one of those. But there's nobody, it's just a little too late. But then again, you want to make sure you don't leave any stone unturned. You've got Sparko pushing up the main stairs. Still going to be taking care of the barbed fire first and foremost. And the classical hallway peek is in from. He's going to spot this shield for first and foremost. He's going to take care of the cam, and the yokai, he gets that for free. In fact, it's not something I was expecting coming down from Week 5, giving away so much more information just like that, and so much more freedom that the side of UG is allowed to have. And a miss C4 from Ghostfreak is going to cost him so much. Couldn't stop the breach, and he's going to lose that life for that, lose his life for that as well. Sparko swings wide in the doorway of the billiards room, and there goes another 90 takes the fall. That's your Jaeger taken off for 3 versus 2. Make that a 2 versus 5, in fact. A 3 versus 5 I was about to say, a 2 versus 5 that has been found ourselves in. Nostalgia and Unknown Gamer, all that are left once again. But this time around, they happen to find themselves on the side of defense. Nostalgia did find the thermite, but now he's trying to pick up a fight that he's not supposedly able to win. AX7 finally going to Nostalgia. 1 versus 5 Unknown Gamer, not enough HP. The push up will be in, but Union Gamer will be finishing that up as well. A flawless round coming in from UG, as they will be putting the first attacking round on board on round 7, taking away the advantage and back in the driver's seat in this match. 4-3 is indeed the scoreline in the favor of Union Gaming, and round 8 will be underway.
Round 8 is in fact underway, and a flawless round coming out from the side of the attackers. Union Gaming with a beautiful, beautiful round indeed, as they have put themselves back in the lead. 4-3 in their favor. We're headed to second for a trophy instead of AVG, seeing as, of course, the side didn't quite pan out as Virtual 5 had intended for it to. Ghostfreak taking the 6th week out of the Legion into the Valkyrie training. A little bit of a push denial late game for the intel, the constant intel that Valkyrie is able to bring out for her team, of course. He's going to have to be wary of the IQ that is Poseidon, bringing in the German intel denial, and utility denial just in general for the side of the attack. And of course, we've seen a lot of IQ plays when it comes to the competitive Rainbow Six, when it comes to the league, just in general, because with the amount of utility, the amount of electronic utility, should I mention, that defenders are able to bring out for themselves these days, and IQ just becomes almost a very necessary pick. Now, I say almost because sometimes you can get away with not having an IQ in your team, but it just it's just better to have the IQ in play rather than it is to not have the IQ in play. Action phase is about to begin as the last bits of utility are being put into place from the side of the defense. Virtual 5, they need to prepare a little bit better this time. Union Gaming's attack completely overwhelmed them in the last time. And unfortunately, the Nostalgia and Unknown Gamer were not enough. You know, they did it. They almost did it once. They did it twice. And then it did not, excuse me right there. It did not quite pan out the third time around. Third time was not the charm, unfortunately, as, you know, it can only be so many times that a specific player or a specific couple of players make a clutch happen. Shots fired. Ghostfreak trying to find the Ash right outside of the Fox window, but EX7 is too wily for that. He's going to make sure that he doesn't get headshotted. Drones got a spot where Ghostfreak's playing inside at 90. His position's given away, and Nanny's going to start things off by finding Sparko. That's a big one right there. Sparko, the sledge is off the board. Shots are being fired. Unknown Gamer is a little low on HP, but he's still alive. But no, EX7 finds Nostalgia, and Flickshotter is going to refrag, right back. Two defenders low, Flickshotter and Unknown Gamer low on HP. But again, at what cost? Union Gaming have lost two very important players for themselves, Sparko and EX7. Push is coming in, this time from the side of the study room into AVG, slowly but surely coming in, making sure the hallway is nice and clear. It's not, but they can only see so much between all of the cover and all of the walls that are in play, while the thermite is stuck inside a master bathroom. Dagger's the man with the diffuser as well, so he's gonna have to be extra careful in that push, but no, he's gonna take some shots. He's gonna put down a Claymore. That's an interesting spot for a Claymore as well, but a Ghostfreak's gonna find Jittery instead. I was about to say Union Gaming need to get a couple of kills, but now they're the ones caught in a 2v4. Dagger and Poseidon, the last two remaining. Dagger's less than half HP, and Poseidon goes down, leaving the thermite in a 1v4 stuck inside of the bedroom. He can't go anywhere. All the places he can go to amount to the bathroom, inside a site, and out the window he came from. And even then, he isn't exactly safe. Takes a little bit of electrical damage from the Kaid's electric claw. He's trying to push into sight. Shots given, but no, he's going to find one head. Will he find another? No, he won't. The long angle comes in, as that's a trade between Dagger and Ghostfreak. But Unfortunately, a trade on the last attacker means that the defenders win with 2 more people, 2 more operators still alive, making the scoreline 4-4 in nobody's favor. The equalizer comes in from V5, a brilliant round from them. As we'll be heading into round 9, a quick look at the scoreboard as well as 10-9 to Unknown Gamer and Ghost Freak. That's a lot of the kills right there for the side of V5, but of course it's not always about the kills. Support is also very important. And Union Gaming, you can see 8, 8, and 8 between Jittery, EX7, and Dagger. They've been influencing their rounds quite a bit. Sparker with 6, and of course Poseidon with 3. Nani, not the best game from him. 1 kill only. He's been dropped early quite a bit. However, excuse me right there. We're going to be moving into round 8, and again, kills aren't the only metric by which a player can be good in Rainbow Six. You can have excellent callouts, excellent support, just maybe not the greatest gun sense, and that's fine. Rainbow Six is a game that can be played in many ways. Wouldn't you agree, Fox?
Well, I mean, that's the spirit of Siege, right? It comes down to a tactical shooter, having so much more to it than just gunplay game, you know, just run and gun. No, that's not Siege. And that's why it just happens to be all the while more nice. We've been taking the competitive outlook of that for quite a while now, for 5 months in fact. And it's been amazing competitive outlook to see the way the game works. It's just perfect. We love to see that. I got the Valkyrie being from Ghost Freak here. It was amazing the last round, and just like we said about the V5 skill count, too much dependency that game Freak have given to V5 right now. They're essentially carrying the team themselves. It's 10-9. That's almost the same amount of frags. And then we come back to a 2-3-1. That's a huge change up. Already hitting the 2-digit numbers from the side of Unknown Gamer in terms of kill count. But right now, it's the point on who's going to be taking the advantage. It's been the back and forth of rounds. It does not matter about the kills unless you're not able to put those rounds on board, because at the end of the day, it's the rounds that is going to matter, putting the win on board. And let's see. Going ahead into this match, what we've got for us is Nani holding down with the Goyo shield. It's just going to be making sure that the Scarman is taken care of. A possible push-up will be in front of Zofia. He's going to make sure that lands that headshot. It's going to be very important for the man to make sure he does that. Let's see if he will be able to. No, there's so many drones on him. He's going to find one of those. That's not a utility that he's taken care of, and already the Goyo shield being popped, and Nani has taken so much more damage. Then it comes Sparko below, but he's nailed himself, and that will be the perfect opportunity for the Nani, for the Jaeger, in fact, to pick up that kill. He'll not be able to find the second one, though. IQ is going to take that refrag right back in, and Poseidon is going to be the one getting that kill, but somebody else is on low HP. That's Jit, who's taking the fall as well from Flickshotter. And now we find ourselves in a 4 versus 3, not in the favor of Union Gaming. So speak about it, Poseidon is going to find a frag on a Ghost Freak as the Valkyrie takes the fall. In 3 versus 3, we established with a refrag. A C4 comes out once again. Unknown Gamer C4 did not connect over that little angle of a trajectory, just not working out for V5 Esports. Let's see if they'll be able to make the best out of the situation or not. Dagger wants to go for the breach, but he's waiting for some support from his teammates, as the cover will be in. The utility being used from downstairs as well. Dagger will be going for the breach, but there's an impact trick in play. There you go, is going to get taken care of. Nostalgia using those impacts to perfection is going to take care of one of the exothermic charges. Another breach coming in right back. Nostalgia trying to go for the breach, and yes, he's going to find it. That's huge. Virtual 5 Esports stopping the breach from happening, and Union now pushed, I'm not pushed in a corner to push from the doorway, but that will not be a problem for Poseidon. He's going to find himself a quad kill. The man was not alive till the last round, but this round found himself so many kills, and there you go, the finish up will be in 7 as well. Union Gaming will be putting themselves back in the driver's seat. Huge fury of kills dropping towards the end of the round here, but that'll be something that Union Gaming will be gladly taking for themselves, and a quad kill once again for Poseidon. Not that I think about it, we've got Jittery, Poseidon, Ghost Freak, and Unknown Gamer. All 4 of these players have quad kills this match, and some of them even multiple times. That being said, 4-5 is indeed the scoreline, with 1 round away for Union Gaming onto sitting on match point, while 1 round away from V5, again equalizing it back to a 5-5. Let's find that out, if that is going to be the round of around 10 or not, as the site is going to be Dining Room and Kitchen, and the 6th pick will be from Ghost Freak as well. That being said, over to you, Blackjack.
Dining room and kitchen, the site that we've seen today quite a few times. No surprises right there. It's a site that has, in recent months, of course, risen in terms of its popularity and people realizing that, hey, this site is pretty defendable and it's a pretty good site as well. Let's give it a good shot. Let's see how the site flows. And ever since then, teams have started playing it more and more, and that shows today. One of those matches that we're getting to see dining 1, 2, 3, fourth time now in the entirety of the match. Now, of course, Trophy AVG, those two still have the higher pick rate, but they are sites that people are more familiar with, teams are more familiar with. And at the end of the day, the sites that a team picks, it comes down to what sites that they've practiced, what they feel like is their best site, and where they feel they'll be able to defend the most. Defend the best the most frequently. Action phase is in play from the side of Union Gaming. They're finally back in the lead. It's been a back and forth this entire game, really. Union Gaming take the lead, Virtual 5 equalizing, Virtual 5 take the lead temporarily for a bit, and then Union Gaming equalized, and then it's when Union Gaming takes the lead, Virtual 5 equalizes, UG takes the lead, Virtual 5 equalizes, and now UG have taken the lead again. It's just one of those matches where you get to see back and forths like these, and it's always very exciting to see a back and forth like this come out between the teams, because that just means that they're not willing to give up. That means they're in it to win it, full of spirit, and that is what you love to see when it comes to spectating and casting Rainbow Six. Drones coming out from the side of Union Gaming. They're going to make sure that their top floor control is taken as quickly as possible, as the IQ will be busy doing some utility clearance. There we go. Already, as soon as the wooden floor is found, there goes there goes Poseidon's pistol, the suppressed IQ pistol as well. Comes out to try and find those defender utilities. Nothing just yet. But right now, we just have the second floor control being established, lines of sight being made, verticality being played, and Ghost Freak is actually going to go down from the Memorial big wall that we saw the Buck try to use a couple rounds ago. This time, it's EX7 from Union Gaming who's going to use that instead. Another angle is established. This one overlooks, of course, the red carpet hallway directly below EX7 as well. As Poseidon's going to find one more. That's Nostalgia off the board. Shots are being fired. Nanny on the flank is trying to find somebody, but he won't be. He's going to have to fall back. It's a 3 versus 5 for V5, but they still have side control. They haven't lost the first floor control, at least not just yet. Hard breach coming out on the laundry area. That's going to give the attackers, Union Gaming, access to sight, something they need desperately, as now it's a 2v5. There goes Flickshotter as EX7 gets a double for himself. Shots are still being fired. Unknown Gamer's low on HP, and he'll be found. A triple for EX7 as it's a 1v5 for Nanny from V5. Will he be able to find an ace clutch for his team in the next 45 seconds? He does it. All he has, of course, his wits about him, and he's gonna get a kill with that gun of his. He's gonna get a double, surviving the odds, as now Union Gaming are gonna be chasing him, but Sparko and Jittery are the ones to fall. He's going to rotate up to the top. Nanny trying to play vertical. Will he find the Ash? He sees her, and he takes her out. Triple kill from Nanny. He's gotten himself ahead quite a bit, and he might just be able to pull this out. No, unaware of the bedroom window being watched by Poseidon. The IQ taking actually quite a smart angle, knowing the Jaeger would rotate up. And the kill was confirmed with the G8A1 LMG. It would have been one of the most hyped clutches of the entire league, ladies and gentlemen. But it wasn't to be. Nanny, excellent attempt, fell at the worst possible moment. Second floor trophy is going to be the side of choice. First floor dining going to the side of the attackers. And we're on round 11, but more importantly, it's 6-4, match point for Union Gaming. Trophy and statutory, the side of choice coming out from V5. The Goyo in place of the mute being 6 picked in from Flickshotter. As looks like he wants to make some changes to that. Maybe some loadout changes. He's going to confirm finally as we're going to move into round 11. It's a very important round, not just for, of course, Virtual 5, who need to equalize by winning 2 rounds back-to-back. It's a very important round for Union Gaming as well. They are on match point, and the pressure of match point, the pressure that it puts on the team in the lead, is quite great. You know, something that that you don't see a lot of people talking about is when you're on match point, the pressure to win can sometimes get to you. Now, I'm not saying Union Gaming is going to let that pressure get to them. Absolutely not. They've been here countless times before. They've done this hundreds of, who knows, even thousands of times before, as they'll be making sure that this pressure does not get to them. V5, in the meanwhile, they are under an astronomical amount of that same pressure, but this time it's to equalize. Push for the overtime, because if they're unable to, if they lose this round, if they fall here, then that is it. Their chances of defeating Virtual 5 are gone, and, their chances of defeating Union Gaming are gone. I said the wrong team name once again. But yeah, their chances of defeating UG would be gone, and it wouldn't exactly leave a good taste in their mouth. Landing windows being broken open, but that is being watched, I believe, from an upside down rappel as well. Unknown Gamer, does he know that somebody is actually upside down rappel there? He probably does know. Matchday comes out exactly on his door, but he'll still find the head of Dagger. How does he get that shot? The thermite drops. And that is a huge kill right there, but Sparko's going to retaliate onto Ghost Freak. A big kill comes in from him as well, as the AK-74 lights up one of the defenders. Man count is equalized very early indeed. A couple of kills coming out, and maybe the dock will be found as well. Sparko trading intel as EX7's going to find one. Will he find a second? No, he's low on HP. He's got to be careful on his gunfights right now, because the man barely has about 10 HP left on him. Drones are going to be spotted, taken out. That is, of course, Nani on the roam right now. But how effective can he be this round? He was very effective, or well, almost very effective in the previous one, but not enough to secure them the round. This time, he's going to have to be a little bit more effective. The rest of V5 have to assert their stance in this site just a little bit harder, a little bit more, you know, I wouldn't say aggressively, but Nani with the turnaround, almost finding somebody on the astronomy window. Won't be finding anybody, however. That was a potential kill for him. But the save coming in from the repelling attacker, just in time to avoid getting shot in the head with a 180 turnaround. But no, the peek's still in, and the Jaeger's peeking wide as well. Shots are being traded between operators, but nobody's finding any of the bodies, as Nostalgia is going to find Sparko in the meanwhile. Just as no one's finding bodies, Nostalgia proves me wrong. That is a big drop as well. The Nomad is down, and, excuse me right there, Flickshotter is low on HP as well. EX7 and Flickshotter, two operators low on their health counts, as the rest of them, of course, full HP. That's going to help both sides of the coin make their gunfights, win their gunfights as well. But Jittery's going to go down. Nani takes a beautiful kill on to that defender, but Pasan's going to find one. Will he find another? Not quite. That pre-fire took him a while to actually get the kill. And then, of course, getting the kill, the amount of time it took, allowed the Vector from the Goyo to come out and do some damage. Meanwhile, the Ash trying to go for a wide peak gets taken out, and another one from Nostalgia. A double kill finish onto Poseidon, and EX7 is going to give the Legion, sitting inside a statutory, a beautiful round finish for the side of Virtual 5 Esports. And they are one round closer to equalizing, and the side of Union Gaming are still one round away on match point from finishing out this game, as we're going to be heading to second floor Aviator and Games Room on what could potentially be the last round of the match, or the last round pre-overtime. Six to 5 up, Union Gaming on the match point. Virtual 5 down by one round, and they're looking to make it count, as we have a 6-pick out of the Zofia into the Jackal, I believe that was, coming out from the side of the attacking team. That is Union Gaming, and that was Jittery taking that one as well, as we are going to be heading back to second floor AVG from the side of Virtual 5. They want this round, and they want it bad. So do Union Gaming. It's the round of ones, because one round to win for the side of Virtual 5 and one round to win for the side of Union Gaming. That's all it takes right now. One round, one slip up, and we could either head into overtime or the match will be wrapped up between both of these teams. The Doc is in play this time around from Unknown Gamer, bringing out the big guns, making sure that V5 have as much chance of winning this as, excuse me right there, as Union Gaming do as well. Oh, Dagger's taking a lot of damage, but no, he's gonna inflict a lot of damage onto Ghost Freak instead. The Vigil went for a run out, spawn peek on the balcony, and unfortunately for him, Dagger on the throes of death was able to get the kill instead. Oh, Ghost Freak, that's got to hurt. He's gonna see Dagger's health count, and he's gonna be livid with himself for not finishing him off when he could. Is that a deciding factor in this round? Ghost Freak, he's been very good for his team. Very, very good indeed. But the Vigil, a big roamer, has been taken off the board. Drones coming out from Sparko on the main veranda area. He's going to try and find those defenders, as are the rest of Union Gaming. Smoke on 90 hallway is going to be forced to retreat because he's been droned out. The Doc's going to take his place temporarily just to make sure that there is no push on 90 hallway that he has to worry about. Dagger going into walk-in closet. He's the hard breach, and he's low on HP. If he was taken out early, then this round would have been shaped up a whole lot differently than if, then of course what we saw happen, as he's going to make his way through his attacking brethren and towards the side of 90 hallway. The Ash is here for cover, and there we go. Hard breach is going to come in, but it could be impact trick. There is Nostalgia, and that's why flashbangs are going to go off. 1, 2, 3, making sure that Nostalgia can't come in, but he will still, and he will be too late. Unfortunately, the Legion could not come in time, but Poseidon's been down and taken care of by Nanny, but Dagger comes in instantly for a refrag on to the Jaeger. That's 2 roamers down and 3 defending anchors to go. At least that's the way that they set up this defense. Jackal and Sledge pushing on both sides of Aviator, trying to do a pincer movement inside a site, but a gas canister comes in. That's the smoke to deny them for a little bit of time. A push comes in. Flickshutter gets away with that. Sparko will drop, and Jittery was caught throwing in a gas grenade. Unfortunately for him and his team, EX7 on the vault breach. He could go in, he could find a kill, but there's a Doc playing close that he has to be careful of, not to mention Nostalgia, the Legion as well. Goo mines come out, they're going to be taken out as well. Doc's trying to find somebody else as EX7's going to come in. He's got a Goo mine on his shin. He's got to fight the Legion, but there's a smoke coming in for a kill as well. Suddenly he's down to the 2 versus 3, and Nostalgia, Flickshot, and Unknown Gamer are on full HP. Dagger, this may not be the most advisable thing, but the gas canister comes out. It's going to down him, leaving Jittery in a 1v3 with about 13 seconds remaining. He's got to make this clutch happen, but will he be able to? There's a Legion coming in 90. He finds him. There's a Doc coming in to peek. He's fallen back to safety in time. Will he find the Doc? Yes, he does, but will he find the last man standing? It doesn't look like it. 1 second, 0, and Virtual 5 Esports will hold on against all odds, and it's a mirror of what we saw back on, I believe it was round 2 or 3 for Union Gaming. But ladies and gentlemen, it is an equalized scoreline, 6-6. So I believe you know what exactly I'm about to say next. Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready to rumble? Overtime is in play.
Oh yeah, overtime is indeed into play. 6-6. The equalizer did come in from the side of V5. I was not expecting that to happen. Union Gaming has been sitting on match point for a little too long now. They should have gotten the win, but then again, V5 has just not been one of those teams that wants to give up, at least not today. 6-6, going to make sure that they get themselves this overtime coming in, but more definitely they have also shut down the chance for Union Gaming to be the top team this season, because having yourselves a nice round differential is what is going to help you. Union Gaming got themselves a 7-0 before this match today, in 3 matches they have for today for that matter. But it's been this match so long, 6-6, maximum rounds we might be going. Who knows? We might even see a maximum overtime coming up. Round 15 might be the place we could be going to, because that's the way this match has been so far. Neither of these teams wanting to give up, and look at the scoreboard. Look at the scoreboard. Lighting up from the side of Union Gaming, everybody almost on same frags. Poseidon, Jittery, and Dagger on 10. We've got EX7 on 13. Sparko will be on 7. On the side of V5, all right, everybody's woken up now. We're getting to see so much more difference in terms of the kill count. But Unknown Gamer, though, not exactly had a great week of shining after that little dog kill that he had. Since then, it's not exactly been his game. Street getting shut down early as well, as we'll be seeing Unknown Gamer and just being stuck on 11 and 9 frags for themselves. Let's see going ahead what we've got in store from the side of the defense. Nani is holding down games from the bar area, in fact, all by himself. We've got Ghost Freak running the 90 hallway. He's going to be making sure he holds down 90 all by himself. The Bandit, that is. He's got a C4 to help as well. Nostalgia just trying to get himself a wall bang with the trophy window. But most definitely, he's not going to find himself on that. Still be waiting for a possible push-up coming in. That's going to be the dog. He's just making sure all this is taken well and care of. There you go. The drone will be taken care of as well. The push-up from the Nomad, that is going to be Sparko, will be... I like the emphasis of the Nomad being used here on this map. It's most definitely helping the side of Union Gaming. They're able to put so much more of I would say more for reliable flank watch. They're not having to watch everything all by themselves. Ghost Freak is going to find a frag, but he gets refragged right back in from Sparko. He'll find that frag. He's not expecting the Jaeger sitting here in the bar, and that's why he's going to take the fall. It'll be Nani's frag for the taking. Virtual 5 Esports, they definitely need to, reconsider what they're doing. There's a kill from the dock as well. Unknown Gamer swings wide and he finds Jittery. Not something you're expecting. Poseidon wants to go about this week as well, but he's got to be found. Unknown Gamer comes alive with a double kill for himself. He's got the diffuser, and Dagger is nowhere to be found. He's away from the side and a long way apart from the diffuser. In fact, it's just going to be holding this angle. Excuse me. He's just going to be holding this angle inside bedroom for now. Makes his way back, puts down the Claymore, taking back to the master bedroom. Bathroom, in fact. Could find a kill or so, but now his positions. Everybody from the side of Union Gaming know exactly where he's playing. He's just going to go at the push-up any moment now, but he's expecting. He knows there's so many angles he's out for. Taking care of the Legion Mites. The Mites will be taken care of, and the Legion will be taken care of for that matter. Nostalgia is going to be the one who's going to be taking the fall. Dagger still looking to make this push-up. 40 seconds left. He's not got a whole lot of HP as well. The Goyoshi will get broken. He's trying to find one more, but no, he's too distracted to find the Goyo right beside him. Flickshot is going to be the one getting that kill on the rotation. In fact, using the single reinforcement for himself, as the Thermite was busy trying to get that kill on the Jaeger. Really good finish for the side of Virtual 5 Esports, as this will be the first time that V5 will be making this comeback with 4 rounds in consecution. They'll be sitting at a full-time match point, and Union Gaming has just felt the heat of the moment. 7-6, not in their favor, and 1 round away from slipping up this match and losing it to Virtual 5 Esports.
And speaking of 1 round away, we're on overtime round 14, ladies and gentlemen, which also means we're 1 round away from the very peak of this match in terms of the round count, round 15. Whether or not we hit round 15 is a different matter altogether. However, Virtual 5 Esports, they have brought out every possible little thing that they could, every possible peak, every possible strat that they could to win this match. And now, going to dining, we're going to have the meta in play once again from Poseidon. This is a strat we've seen from Union Gaming time and time again when it comes to this site. And, of course, when it comes to the second floor sites, UG on defense, they love to play the meta. And they love to play in slightly unusual ways. I'll be the first one to admit that. But still, the way they make use of those black mirrors is fantastic. And right now, 7-6. This match, slowly but surely, has gotten more and more and more heated as time has passed. And Poseidon, Poseidon, Dagger, EX7, Jittery, and Sparko, they've been responsible just as much as Nani, Ghost Freak, Nostalgia, Flickshotter, and Unknown Game have been for this fantastic excitement that has been brought on board for this game. It has been an amazing one, ladies and gentlemen, and it is very close to ending. But will it end on this round, or will it be the next round, is what we're here to find out. Round 14 in action phase is a go. Speaking of things we get to see once we're back to a more familiar site on first floor dining from UG, Jittery with the Capcan. He's back on the Russian operator with the 9x19 VSN, but there's a drone on his exact position, forcing him to use an impact to make a rotate that overwatches the garage entryway, but Flickshot is going to start things by finding EX7. Big drop right there. Impact goes off next to him. Flickshot is going to be taken out by surprise as the Capcan comes in with one, and Poseidon finds Ghost Freak as well, but Poseidon's going to be found. That is Nostalgia with the kill, making it a 3 versus 3. No one's going to be giving any corner as the Nook comes out, but Jittery's going to find Nostalgia. That's another refrag as the Nook, unfortunately, is unaware of where the Kite's playing. Shots are being fired, but the FMG, unfortunately, is not as strong as he wants it to, but the C4 gets shot out before he can do any damage. Dagger's still going to take that kill onto Unknown Gamer, and there's one more onto Nani. The Nook inside a pantry as a quick round finish comes in, and the double down on Pantry from Dagger means, ladies and gentlemen, it's not over, not in the slightest. Round 15, maximum overtime, is in play. Round 15, maximum overtime in play. Virtual 5 Esports, they were in the lead. They've been forced to get the equalizer from Union Gaming. Second floor AVG, the site of choice, seeing as Trophy was, of course, won out by the side of the defense V5 back on overtime round 13. Ghost Freak, he's going to take the 6 pick out of the Bandit into the Echo, and then there's the Amaru pick coming in out of the Zofia from Jittery. A couple of interesting 6 picks right there, of course. The Echo, not so much. We've seen tons of Echo played throughout this tournament and tons of Echo played in general. He's just that good of an operator. But Jittery bringing in the Amaru is one of those things we've only gotten to see as of Year 5, Season 2, when Amaru was given a major buff where when she rappels through a window or uses her Gara hook on a window, it doesn't actually break the entire window, causing about an elephant's worth of noise across the map, which gave her just her Gara hook just a little bit more viability. And of course, she can now go up patches without having to pre-break them. Again, reducing the noise component of her grappling hook, making her just a little bit more viable when it comes to competitive R6. And ever since then, we've seen a lot of Amaru being played. Honestly, compared to where she was initially, before the buff, she has been in play a lot more. But of course, the official statistics aren't out, but Unknown Gamer, he's a little low on HP. He's gonna have to heal himself back up. He's done that once. He's gonna have to do that twice. Where was he spawn peeking out of? I guess we'll never know. But he's the Doc, of course, and is he gonna use all 3 himself? Don't tell me he's about to do the Doc main thing. Come on. Unknown Gamer. No, he's not going to. At least not yet. He's not going to conform to the memes just yet, ladies and gentlemen, but he has used up 2 stim pistols going for a spawn peek. So, didn't quite work out for him either. And that's 2 pieces of utility for the defense that could have been used otherwise. Jittery taking down those default cameras inside of the building from the outside. Use just a little bit of course, game sense and whatnot. Map familiarity is what they call it, I believe. Sparko! Was that a one-tap? That is what I really want to know. He found a kill on to Nostalgia, and now he's going for a chest grenade. Will he find somebody? Not quite. Ghost Freak, however, has found Dagger. That's a big drop right there. The Thermite goes down once again. There's the Ash on main stairs. EX7. Is he aware of where Ghost Freak's playing from? He is. But the diffuser has been dropped. That is big. However, of course, since it is outside on veranda, Ghost Freak's going to have to pull back, and the diffuser will be recovered in time. But Union Gaming losing 2. There goes Jittery, another big drop. The Amaru is off the board. The SMG-11 comes alive from the side of the defense as EX7 is going to have to rotate, try and get the diffuser so that they have a semblance of stability in this round. 4 versus 3. It's not looking great for the side of Union Gaming, as this flick shot is actually down below on the first floor toilet, just prone. The IQ knows where he is, but does the Sledge know exactly where the smoke is sitting? He's going for the peak. He might be taken out if he's not careful enough, but no, flick shot will go down. Instead, he was prone at an angle where he couldn't watch the window, of course, right next to him, and Sparko took full advantage of that. 48 seconds remaining as we are drawing ever closer to the inevitable finish of this match. Who will be the one to take it? Diffuser's been recovered. Sparko has taken it on his own, and now he's going to have to make the push into side happen. EX7 coming up the red carpet stairs along with Poseidon. No, not along with Poseidon, who's on the main stairs, in fact. Shots are fired towards this red carpet hallway. EX7's coming in. Sparko, he's got to make some plays happen. EX7, he's got to make some plays happen. Gonna flash himself a little bit. Oh, quite a bit, in fact. As a Nanny will go down. In the meanwhile, Poseidon takes a big drop as the Ashes cleared her way into sight. Shots are being fired all over the place. Ghost Freak, he might find one. No, he peeks away. And was that the wrong time? Still shots are being fired. Poseidon has not been found, but the Ash will be found. But no! Unknown Gamer and Ghost Freak bring out a flurry of kills for themselves and for the side of Virtual 5 Esports. As, oh, that's a little unfortunate for the side of Union Gaming. Looks like right at the end, they ended up lining up more than they would have liked to. I'm not entirely sure what happened. Unknown Gamer's cam, ooh, it got me a little dizzy, I'll be real, ladies and gentlemen. But right now, it is still a Virtual 5's victory over Union Gaming at a game that came all the way down to the proverbial wire. 15-12 from Unknown Gamer and Ghost Freak. A beautiful duet of kills coming out from the side of V5 as the match draws to a close. What a game, ladies and gentlemen. What a game indeed coming out from both UG and V5. But at the end of the day, V5 are your victors. 8-7 here on Villa. More on that, of course, from our analyst Baba Gusta. As Baba, what a game that we just had, isn't it?
Oh, what a game indeed, Jack. What an impressive amount of plays coming in from Virtual 5 Esports. Nostalgia, Ghost Freak on attack, delivering those important wins instead. But to be quite frank, even Union Gaming also did their fair amount of shades indeed. EX7 playing as the Ash on attack, eliminating one of the most important players on the side of Virtual 5 Esports. The thing about how coordinated Union Gaming is, you actually get to see in their scoreboards indeed a lot of them having double digits indeed. Poseidon, Jittery, Dagger, EX7 and Sparko, all of their KDs are actually quite similar to it. But on the side of Virtual 5 Esports, on the first half, we actually get to see, three of the players, Nanny, Flickshot, and Nostalgia, did had a lot of problems when they were on attack against Union Gaming. They did not perform well, but however, they actually showed their presence being formed on the side of defense, especially Unknown Gamer making those important plays on defense, getting those important kills, eliminating the important players on the side of Union Gaming, gave them the victory that they need. And coming up to the C4 plays that Union Gaming has been doing for the past 3 to 4 rounds when Union Gaming was winning time to time indeed. Yes, I was actually talking about round 2nd, 4th, and 5th, where Union Gaming was on defense. Jittery, the Capcan, 2 early kills. Sparko, C4, eliminating Ghost Freak. We've seen Ghost Freak getting eliminated for like around 3 to 4 times, either through gunfire or from C4. It was basically Union Gaming was targeting one of the important players from Virtual 5 Esports. Sometimes, yes, it would actually quite work out well, but Unknown Gamer was there to eventually fill up the gap, providing more and more coverage, more and more clutch opportunities, and giving more hope for the team, saying that even though that there is one team down on the team, we can be able to make a comeback. And that's exactly what Virtual 5 has proved it to us, eliminating, defeating Union Gaming in such a fashion that it is definitely one of the best sights to see. And yes, that was really one of the most explosive matches that I've seen. And yes, I was actually wanted to talk about the ban phase that has been going on. The Thatcher, Hibana, Clash, and Vamai. Even though we actually did see Echo being played quite a lot, we, however, didn't get to see Mira being played, except UG Poseidon, who was actually picking up as the Mira. He actually kind of used it in near the walls of the basement window when they were defending on first floor dining room. It actually did work out quite well, but as you did know, where Union Gaming was on attack while Virtual 5 was on defense, that's where the magic happened. That's where they had the opportunities and they took care of it. A wonderful matches being demonstrated on both of these teams to show that they are capable of doing anything that they can do, coming from great utilities to a wonderful gunfights. And yeah, that was a one hell of a match there, Jack. And I'm really excited to see what two more matches that we are excited to see, especially Monka S going up against TRN8 Valiance. And to be quite frank, they actually have two matches indeed. One going up against TRN8 Valiance and another match going up against Demon's Force. These two matches are definitely is going to be an interesting match to see, Jack.
Absolutely well said right there, Baba. It is going to be a very exciting set of games ahead of us. TRN Valiance versus Monkas is the first one of those, and we'll be right back with that on the other side of a quick break. Stay tuned.
Captain Arya from the Esports Club here with some pretty awesome news. Now, as you probably know, we've been running the WD Black TEC League for Rainbow Six Siege powered by LG Ultragear for the past few months. As we come into August with our final season of the league, we wanted to celebrate with you guys who have made this an amazing experience and an extremely successful esports event. We've teamed up with some of our favorite partners to give away an entire Esports PC for one lucky viewer. Yes, one of you is going to take home a complete PC featuring some of these awesome parts. First up, we've got the LG Ultragear 27GL 650F gaming monitor, 27-inch, 144Hz, 1ms with an IPS panel to make sure you're at the top of your esports game without sacrificing picture quality. Then we've got an amazing lineup of accessories coming in from HyperX to make sure that you're always on top of your game. Cloud Stinger Core gaming headset. For the keyboard, you've got the awesome HyperX Alloy FPS RGB mechanical keyboard. Then your mouse is the HyperX Pulsefire Surge. It's got a brilliant RGB all around the mouse. For the mousepad, you've got the HyperX Fury S. That is the speed edition of the extended mousepad. And then of course for your memory, you've got the HyperX Fury RGB RAM. You've got 16 gigs at 3400 megahertz. Next up, we've got the WD Blue SN550 NVMe SSD to make sure you're spending as little time loading and booting up and spend more time gaming. And then of course, at the heart of this PC is the Ryzen 5 3600X CPU. Now, as you know it, at the heart of every gaming PC is a great GPU. So we've teamed up with Zotac Gaming to give you a brand new RTX 2060 because frames win games and there should be nothing between you and top of the line performance. Next up, we've teamed up with NZXT, who make some of the best and most premium PC components on the market. Powering your PC is going to be the C850 fully modular power supply, and your cooling solutions are going to be taken care of the Kraken X63 all-in-one liquid cooler. Now, we wanted to make this PC something truly special, and while the NZXT H510 Elite is a great cabinet for anyone, it wasn't enough. We teamed up with NZXT to give the winner of this giveaway a brand new NZXT H510 Siege Edition cabinet. This is a limited edition licensed Rainbow Six Siege themed cabinet from NZXT. There are only 500 of these in the world and just a handful coming to India. The side panels of this cabinet are themed in the wall and door reinforcement designs from Rainbow Six Siege, and there is an illuminated 6 icon on the front panel along with a 6 icon charm and a puck in the signature breach charge design, which is only available with the H510 Siege. And one lucky winner on this giveaway is going to get a full esports PC sitting inside this beautiful cabinet. Now that you know everything that there is in the giveaway, the question is how you can take part. Well, it's fairly simple. First, head on to the link in the description of this video. Once you're at the giveaway landing page, fill out your details and follow the instructions. First, head on over to Facebook, make sure you're following us. 2, make sure you're following the Esports Club on Instagram. And 3, make sure you subscribe to us on YouTube. Simple so far. Now the interesting part. In a 1-minute video on Instagram, tell us why you deserve this epic new PC from the Esports Club and all our partners. Make sure you follow the instructions carefully, use the right hashtags, tag the right accounts, and you can be one step closer to winning this epic setup. Now that's it guys, just a little bit of work and you can be one step closer to getting yourself your dream PC. I'm Captain Arya, and this is the Esports Club, and we hope to see you in our next tournament.
The moment of creation is a form of magic, where an off becomes an on, a 0 becomes a 1, then another, and another, until, deep in the complexity, you discover order, speed, reliability, power. Experience the WD Black NVMe SSD. Fueled by darkness. Level up to NVMe SSD performance.
Numerous forces aimed at the Earth. And injustice. Let the glorious battle begin. Geared up for victory. LG Ultragear Gaming Monitor.
Ready to breach.
Go, go, go! Follow my lead! Flashback!
Alrighty then, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the WBAC the Esports Club League for Rainbow Six Siege, powered by LG Ultragear in association with AC Fibernet, Zotac Gaming and Games The Shop. I'm your host, Blackjack. Joining me is my co-host, Am Foxy, and our analyst, Baba Gusta, as we are here for this wonderful second game of this stream and the third game of the overall stream, of course. And that is TRN8 Valiants versus Monka S. A big game indeed, as it's always a fun time when Monka is on screen, and it's always a great game ahead when Valiance is on screen. But before we get into the match itself, a quick reminder to all our viewers to check out the Esports Club on Facebook and Instagram, and the link down in the description below for the giveaway of a limited edition Rainbow Six Siege PC featuring a Siege-themed PC cabinet by NZXT. There's only 500 of these across the world, so if you want to have a chance to win one for yourselves, check out the Esports Club on Instagram and Facebook for details on how to enter yourselves into this giveaway. With all of that being said, Valiance versus Monka S, we actually had a chance to catch up with Valiance, more specifically Archangel from Valiance, and had a little bit of a behind-the-scenes talk with him. So, Foxy, roll the interview.
Everybody, welcome back to the WD Black, the Esports Club Rainbow Six Siege League, powered by LG Ultragear, association with Fibernet, Zotac Gaming, and Games This Shop. I'm your host, Foxshot, and joining me today is for a very special interview, in fact, Archangel from Valiance. Archangel, how are you feeling this morning?
I'm feeling great, Foxy. Thank you for hosting me in your interview, man.
I'm feeling amazing as well. So it's amazing to have you. You're welcome. Going ahead, Archangel. First and foremost, what I want to ask you is how has the experience been from being the only team so far, in fact, in the league, from not being able to make it to the qualifiers for 3 seasons straight, then making it through them, demolishing every single one through the Division 3, through the qualifiers for that matter, through Division 3, then Division 2, and making it to Division 1 now finally, that is with the big boys up here. How does that feel? How has the experience been, in fact, in the competitive grind?
So after the announcement that we are going to have TEC, the WD Black Esports TEC League, we as a team were very excited that in the subcontinent we are finally getting an extended platform, not just small tournaments, but an extended platform of like 4 to 5 months, where you can grind your way through a league and try to compete with the best in the league. So the structure was 8 teams from in each division. Like that really compelled us. Like this is something we really wanted. But when the qualifier started, we were going through a rough patch as a team, and we did not make it through in the first qualifiers. We tried to grind it out in the second qualifier, and that also didn't work out. So finally, in the third qualifier, we decided after lots of prep work, we decided no, this is the time. This is the season we're going to make it through. And after a lot of prep work and scrims here and there, a few roster changes here and there, we finally made it to WD Black Esports in Division 3, the TC Division 3. And after playing in Division 3, what I realized was it's hard to get into the league rather than surviving in it. If you get into the league, it's a 1 month long league. So you can have a bad week and you can still do well. But in the qualifiers, if you slip up even like one round and you're out.
Exactly.
So that's what happened with us. We slipped up in the qualifiers, and that's how we did not make it in the first two seasons.
That is so true. You're having a bad week does not mean you cannot make it up for it in the rest of the weeks. That being said, the finale week coming up, Valiance, we just had a discussion on how amazing the climb has been. But for you though, Archangel, coming back to only you, how has your experience been? We've seen you top the top 5 MVPs multiple times as well. How has the experience been with players like Dipjol in your team? Captaincy, one of the most influential players in the league, in the entirety of it, in fact. Highest kill count ever in one season. The man holds the record. So, as Archangel, how have you grown as a player? 5 months of duration is huge, and also Valiance along with you as a team. How's that whole experience been? Just the competitive side of it.
So if you talk about the competitive side of the league, so this league has given us a platform where you can face the top teams every week. So that raises the skill cap, that raises the bar, that is the standard of your gameplay, because you cannot survive in the league without putting in a great show every weekend. And this is something the league has done, which no other tournament in the subcontinent has ever been able to. You can see the skill cap or the quality of the matches are quite higher now. So this is as a player, this has led me to improve myself, because I know if I could not improve myself, I would not survive in the league. And obviously, having players like Deepjol and King helps you, because they are some talented players. Because they, like, in our team, each member has his different role. For Deepjol, it's like we give him drones, we give him information, and his job is to kill. We give him the Ash, we give him the Zofia. Like we feed him, and we know, because if we feed him enough information, he can do his job well. So yeah, that's the, like, if you want to know the behind the scenes of how Deepjol has been working, that's how Deepjol works.
No, 100%. This is the way this game works. It's always on until we have had those conversations. So that brings us to the conclusion of this interview. Archangel, is anything you want to say to your fans out there, to your supporters, to your anybody who's your well-wisher, in fact?
So yeah, I would like to say one thing is, like, besides TEC, there was the ESL major going on and the ESL qualifiers. So last season, everybody had hopes on us that we would make it through to the close qualifiers, and like some bad shit happened to us, and we could not make it through. And I hope, like, to our well-wishers and fans, this time we can make to the ESL qualifiers. And for the TEC, we can give you guys the best show possible in today and tomorrow's match. That's it.
Definitely, I'll be expecting the same or nothing less, in fact, from the Dianet variants. Thank you, Archangel. This, in fact, has been, if not one of the top interviews I've had. Some great insights from you. It was lovely talking to you. Thank you once again, Archangel. With that being said, that'll be it from me as well, people. We'll be back to the games. And once again, thank you for giving your time. And thank you, people.
Alrighty, then that was the interview with Archangel from the side of TRN8 Valiance, a rather chill interview, as Foxy just happened to confide in me, in the little gap that we had while the interview was playing. But at the end of the day, it's all about being chill, having fun with these things, as we are gonna move into the match between Valiance and Monka S. The last player from Monka S is in. Valiance are in. We're just ready for the ready confirmation coming in from both sides. As more about this game, a few tidbits, a few analysis points from our analyst Baba Gusta. Baba, take it away.
Well, that was a really interesting interview coming in on the side of Archangel. Definitely, they deserve to be in Division 1. Currently, they're in 5th place, 2-3. To be quite frank, they won against Team Virtual 5 Esports 7-5 on map Clubhouse, and also 7-4 on map Cafe Dostoyevsky against Level 0 Esports. A really great performance coming in from